Welcome to Seen Through Glass, and welcome to Utah. We are back in the United States of America. It's been a few hundred miles since my last video. We left Canada about 3 or 4 days ago and passed through Montana, Idaho and Wyoming before making it here to what I will describe as the beautiful Utah. Haven't done much exploring yet, but so far, so good. And right now, I'm actually on my way to meet up with the Stradman, fellow YouTuber, the Stradman, because he lives in Utah. Now, the last few days, whilst they have been scenic, the weather hasn't really been on our side, and so it's made filming a little bit difficult. But of course, I did still try to film something because the scenery and the wildlife was amazing. So as I make my way to the Stradman's house, I'm going to show you some clips of our road trip over the last few days. Yes, catch you guys in a minute.
So hard to see from the moment we arrive. Cornelia, you are one who will survive.
Well, I have now arrived at the Stradman's famous house and driveway. Anyone that's ever watched any of his videos will know this location very, very well. And if you think it takes 2 seconds to line up the cars like that, you would be wrong. We've just spent about the last 15 minutes moving cars in and out and really disturbing this entire neighborhood. Now, before I get James to walk around the cars and tell us the story of each of them, just a little bit of a backstory. About 3, maybe even 4 years ago, I met James, the Stradman, for the very first time during Monterey Car Week. At that point, he only owned his Lamborghini Gallardo. It was basically all he owned in life. At that point, I think he was still camping during Car Week. Here we are, I say 3, maybe 4 years later, and this is his driveway. Quite ridiculous. So of course, we need to celebrate that. I want to ask him about that and just, yeah, I mean, what an incredible achievement. But for now, in true driveway gold style, let's hear more from the Stradman about the cars on his driveway.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is James, I'm the Stradman, and these are my 5 cars. Where to begin? Obviously we have to start with the OG, the Lamborghini Gallardo 2006. It has a gated manual transmission. I bought this car on September 26, 2015. Maybe the best day of my entire life. And I sort of financed it through the roof. Like, this has been a dream of mine my entire life to have a supercar, and I probably bought it before I really should have, but never doubt full send. No regrets. I love this car so much. I will never sell this car. Like, I love all the other cars, but this is the car that will stay. If I go bankrupt, I will find a way to keep this one. So, I mean, it's just been a dream come true to own this car. I've put about 40,000 miles on it in 3.5 years. You guys might remember it was wrapped purple at one point. Sam, you might remember it had the ski box on it, winter tires, doing all sorts of donuts, skiing behind it. It's just been such a great car. It's been bulletproof too. Like, it's just ultra, ultra reliable. So yeah, 2006 Lamborghini Gallardo, that car will stay forever. Newest acquisition to the collection, we have the 2020 Mark V Toyota Supra. I bought this car about a month ago in New York City. It was kind of like a last minute decision. I think it was Monday. Monday morning, I had no idea I was gonna buy a Supra. By Monday afternoon, I had talked to my roommate. He thought it was a good idea. And then Tuesday morning, I was flying to New York to buy it. And then I drove it back from New York here to Utah. In that time frame, since I bought it, I've put 6,500 miles on it. So it's been quite the car. I absolutely love it. It's wrapped satin vampire red. So it's the launch edition, number 304 of 1500. and I just ordered the new Pandem wide body kit. And if you can give me like 10 seconds, you got 10 seconds?
Go.
All right, go, 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 go. This right here is the Pandem wide body kit. This is the massive monstrosity of a rear wing that is gonna be fitted onto the Supra here soon. We have fender flares, we have got all sorts of stuff, front splitter. The install for this is gonna happen soon. I haven't actually found the person to do the install, but soon. It's gonna be on display at SEMA. It's gonna be at SEMA, this car. So yeah, I'll be back. Supra, and now we have the Focus RS. So this is my daily driver. I really bought this car for my dog. I found that he doesn't actually like it though. Because it's like a hot hatch, it's got a manual transmission and it pops like crazy. It has an aftermarket Borla exhaust. And so every time it pops, he just like freaks out. So consequently, he doesn't ride in it very often. Yeah, but it's so much fun to drive. I mean, 6-speed manual transmission. It has a bunch of Mountoon aftermarket accessories, intercooler, intake. It's got that Borla exhaust. I have downpipes on order. It is such a fun little car. Like the ultimate daily driver. As far as my plans for this, not too much. I'm gonna keep it relatively stock because it is the daily. I don't wanna go too crazy, but absolutely love the Focus RS. And then we have the absolute dream, the 2012 Lamborghini Aventador. Like, I always knew I could like fake my way into getting a supercar, like, you know, just spend nothing, like just nothing, and then use all the money I made to buy like a Gallardo. Whereas the Aventador, I never imagined I could get the flagship. And I love this car so much. So it's satin purple. It has the full 1016 Industries carbon fiber kit. It has the Brixton forged wheels. And then the best mod I have ever done to any car in the world is the frequency intelligence exhaust. It sounds so good. It spits flames like on demand, like every single time. You hit the accelerator, boom, flame, flame, flame. Like on demand, it is so loud. And we're talking flames like no joke, 3 feet long flames. Love this car so much. Hopefully I never have to sell this car either. I mean, I don't really want to tell any of them, but the Lambo's like, I'm just like a total Lambo fanboy. So yeah, the Aventador, and now we have the Gladiator. I have big plans for this Gladiator. So far, it has a 6.5-inch lift, it has 40-inch tires, and it has a Hellcat engine swap done to it. So we're talking 6.2 liter supercharged V8, 707 horsepower. It sounds absolutely insane, and it can do fat burnouts. However, the axles are stock, and so I did the burnout, and I kind of blew up the axle. Long story short, I need to get better axles. So a whole build is coming to this. I'm actually gonna be converting it to a 6x6. So this is also gonna be on display at SEMA here soon, first week of November. 6x6 conversion needs to start here soon. And then I'm gonna be upgrading the Hellcat to the Elephant, which is Mopar's new 1,000 horsepower crate motor. So that's gonna be happening soon as well. This thing is an absolute monster. I love this. So yeah, that's kind of sort of the quick and dirty of the car collection. Good, we're good, we're good! Just watch me.
And people think YouTube's not hard work, huh?
I don't even know how to work this thing. The pressure is on.
The pressure is seriously on. So we've moved my car in front of James's car. I've been allowed into the lineup. You don't know what you're doing, do you? You haven't got a clue. You were trying to show off.
I was.
You should move the Jeep and we could stand in the flatbed.
Honestly, that's what we should do. I'll figure this out.
Come on. I would say teamwork, but I'm holding a camera. That's my excuse. I could speed up this section if you want. If you
that
want
would
me
be
to
great.
Yeah,
actually,
okay.
Yeah. If you just like snap, just go like this, and then it's good.
Okay, and
that was solely me. Solely me.
Here he goes. Have you even got a camera on you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So don't climb up there without the camera. Huh?
Just watch me.
Oh, that's my exercise for the day. Hello, Oscar. Hello. Is this where you usually sit?
Yeah, you kind of stole a spot.
Yeah, okay, I'm
but
sorry.
It'll be okay. You'll be okay,
right.
bud, won't you? Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
I immediately feel more manly in this car.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh.
You're on top of everybody. You're like on top of the world driving this.
Yeah, we could crush a million things. I'm probably outrun most things as well. I feel like I need to speak a bit louder. Oh wow. Okay, this is. I'm actually quite glad that this is what we're taking.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this was it all along.
This is it.
We were never gonna take the Aventador.
No.
It had to be the Hellcat
Yeah,
Gladiator.
because otherwise I'd have just been like this the whole time. I've had bad experiences in the past with loud Lamborghinis, courtesy of Paul Wallace.
God bless Paul Wallace.
Yeah, he ruined.
Thank you, Paul Wallace.
Okay, right, we're going to go on a bit of a drive.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
going to ask you some questions. Oscar's going to be with us the whole time, which is the most exciting part. And yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a chat. So
Oski,
yeah,
come
let's
on,
rock
get
it.
back here. Get back
Come
here,
on, Oscar. I just want to sit on my lap. I mean, I don't mind.
No. I'll get him back there. I mean, if you want him on your lap, you can.
No, hey, I never complain.
Oscar, back here, back here.
God, oh yeah.
Dude, really?
Did you have to get used to driving a car like this? Because how high was your standard Wrangler?
It was, so that was 35-inch tires, 2.5-inch lift.
Okay.
These are 40-inch tires, 6.5-inch lift. So we're a
higher.
lot higher up, yeah.
You couldn't drive something like this in the UK. It would
no.
actually be nearly illegal, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine on those streets. I drove like a small little SUV, I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
On the streets of London, it was right-hand drive, manual transmission,
Freaks you out.
absolute disaster. Oh my goodness, the streets there are so narrow.
Oh, well, people say this, but obviously I guess I'm used to it being a Londoner, a European. Like,
Right.
I come here and everything's super wide.
Especially in Utah. The roads in Utah are wider than anywhere else in the nation.
It's kind of amazing, but then also a bit eerie. I've got so much space to do stuff. But anyway, right, let's not talk about road architecture of America. For those of my audience who, for some reason, don't know who you are, let's start at the very beginning. Who are you? What do you do? Tell me about your channel, etc.
Yes, so my name is James. I'm the Stradman. I live here in the beautiful state of Utah, and I film supercars. I first started my channel, I would travel the world hunting the most rare exclusive cars, and that was the channel.
For sure.
And then I bought the Gallardo, and so then I started filming some content with my own cars, but I'd still travel a bunch. And then I got into the Jeep world. I just love the Jeep world. I love adventure. You can go anywhere in this.
And the thing is, I really feel like that's like your channel took, as you say, like a big step up with the Gallardo, but then an even bigger leap when you got that Jeep Wrangler. Like you went into this other stratosphere, tapped into this whole other market.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved those. I also want to know, how do you do those drone shots? Like some of like the most epic like drone following shots of you driving the Jeep across God knows where. What's that in there? Like a little 2002 BMW.
Yeah.
Nice, getting my classic life in. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is your drone shots of you off-roading, epic.
And it was a one-man operation. So let's just say I may have been driving and flying at the same time.
Yeah, no, they have auto track features.
Yes. That's right. That's what it was. It was auto track, 100%.
Okay, so long story short, it's been what? How many years have you had the channel, do you reckon?
So I've had the channel for 6.5 years.
Okay.
I've been doing it full time for 3.5.
Okay, and you're doing it full time. It wasn't necessarily a choice, right?
No, it wasn't.
You've got to tell that story.
So April 1st, 2016, the company I went for went bankrupt. And I had like a small little YouTube channel that, I would do occasionally, film 2 videos a month or whatever.
Sure.
The company went bankrupt. And so I was like, well, let's do it. Let's just see what can happen. And so just went full send. I ended the lease on my apartment.
Okay.
I put all of my stuff into a storage unit, and I took a 6-week trip to Europe. And that's where I met you.
Absolutely.
At the Goodwood event. That was the first time I met you.
Let's talk about this for a second, because we are in the Gladiator. What's the Patriot part? Because what's that?
There's a Jeep Patriot.
Okay.
But the Jeep Patriot is not a true Jeep. We're gonna put a photo of said Patriot right here. And as you can see, that is not a real Jeep.
Fair enough.
So we are not comparing the Patriot to the Gladiator.
We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Okay, so Gladiator, what on earth possessed you to put a Hellcat engine? And again, for European viewers, Hellcat engine's quite an iconic engine, right?
It is, yeah. So I mean, it basically, the Hellcat engine is known for the Challenger Hellcat.
Sure.
They put it in the Charger as well, but it's a crate motor for Mopar, so you can just buy the motor and put it in anything you want, as long as you can make it fit. And a stock Gladiator has a 3.6 liter V6, 285 horsepower, which is not very impressive.
Sure, it wasn't what you were interested in.
No, it's just so slow. And here at elevation,
okay.
So living down in Salt Lake, climbing up to Park City, you're climbing 4,000 feet. You're in the slow lane doing 50 miles an hour. Like, it's just so slow.
Nothing's going on.
Exactly. And I'm going to be converting this Gladiator into a 6x6, so I'm going to be rotating 6 wheels instead of 4. So I really needed the extra power.
Okay, fair enough. You
Yeah.
did, sure. Okay, now I did warn you I had a bone to pick with you. Because, can you just explain to the viewers the origin of your name, the Stradman?
So when I was about 13 years old, I needed a username for FerrariChat.com, And my favorite car was the Ferrari Challenge Stradale, just like yours truly.
I'm not sure my audience have ever heard about that car, actually.
And so I was just sitting at my parents' computer and the name just popped into my head, Stradman. And I just created that username, and then all forums, you know, moving forward, car pages, car spotting pages, whatever, Stradman, Instagram, Stradman, YouTube.
That was your
Stradman.
go-to. I very nearly ended up being Rocking Ram. Yeah, because that was my hotmail.com, was Rocking
How?
Ram.
What is that?
Hey, I was 9 or 10 years old, I don't know. Rocking Ram seemed like a cool thing to do.
Okay.
There was
Fair
a
enough.
shagging sheep page that came when I was like 11 or 12, but I realised that would, you know, not be so good for a YouTube channel. Yeah.
Wait, whoa, can I, if today's video, if you get 34,000 likes, can we change your YouTube channel name to Rocking Ram? Can we do that? No? No?
Because
Oh,
it's
come
not
on,
worth
smash that like button. Do it. 34,000 likes, Sam would change his username to Rocking Ram.
Can I can I change it back? Is that possible?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can
For
change
one
that.
day.
For one day.
34,000 likes for one day. My channel will be Rocking Ram.
Yes.
I'm going to regret that so much because your
Smash that like
audience.
button. Dude, I am sending all my viewers to this
Well,
video.
that's the thing.
We're
With something
smashing that
James
like
hasn't
button.
mentioned is he's got 2 million subscribers these days. 2 million. I mean,
crazy.
And yet you still don't own a challenge for darling.
No, I don't. But sometimes in life, good things have to wait, right?
Okay,
I'm
should we do
excited.
this? Come
Yes, we
on. In a Jeep! In a Jeep! Oh my god, dude, that is not
It's
right.
so good.
But amazing.
Yes, but it's not that fast. Like we
No.
don't like we took off, but the sound.
The sound!
is so
and you
good.
know, I think you can get emotion and joy from sound. It doesn't always
Absolutely.
need speed.
No, honestly, you need sound more than anything.
Well,
That's what you need.
To prove that, I reckon now it's time for.
Oh, I agree. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Oh my god. Man, that was ridiculous. Have you ever followed it? Have you ever have you been outside?
No, I haven't.
I think you need to, because I can imagine what it's like.
right
Well,
now?
no, another time, another video.
You always turn
yeah.
me down. Every time it's like you want to drive the guy around. No, another time. So you're gonna come back, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I got to come back. Look at this place. Look at this view. Well, go on, say it. Do your views on.
Views on views. We're just out here chasing views on views.
Anyway, dude, thank you so much. I'm so glad I finally made it here to check out the
Thank you
cars,
for
to hear the
visiting.
story.
It's
No,
always
of
so
course,
good
it's
to see
been
you, Sam. You're
amazing.
always welcome here in Utah. We love having you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Go check out the channel. We're doing that again. You know what I've been struggling with in America? All the different handshakes.
Oh yeah, no, there's so many.
There's so
You've got
many.
the
Like you got this and the
fist bump,
this and this and then the
you've got
this and this.
and then sometimes you don't know if they're going in for
A
a
hug. In England, it's just, you know.
Right.
Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
I like that though, because everybody knows what's going on.
Everyone knows. Okay, man. See you later.
Take care.
I'm kicking things off here because, well, not many of you will be surprised if you've watched this channel before, but I actually think this is my favourite car in the entire showroom. We are looking at a Lancia Monte Carlo, actually it's owned and been restored by Shannon, who you're going to meet in 2 seconds. He's going to take us out in the Spiker. But this thing, I just think it's absolutely amazing. Pininfarina body